Hello everybody and all aboard to Chef's Choice. All of the semi-finalists have rehearsed for the first time, so in this video I'll be talking about the second half of the semi-final 2 that rehearsed today and give you an updated prediction of the qualifiers, although everything is still very open. If you'd like to stay up to date with my opinion, you know what to do, just click the subscribe button. So here's my thoughts about the acts today. It seems that semi-final 2 is packed with surprising performances, and after seeing all the acts of the semi-finals, I'm a little bit afraid that the crew will struggle to bring out all the props and set them up in a little amount of time they have. Or they have to squeeze in far too many breaks, but I guess we'll see. But let's talk about the individual acts and what we know at this point. Georgia. I'm excited to see how this full performance will look like. I really love the melody of the song, so I hope they will do well. I was a bit worried that the performance will feel too stiff, but based on the reaction in the press room and the snippet that we got to see, I think they made it work quite well with the use of lighting and fireworks. So they will surely need to fight hard for their spot in the final, just because it's such a unique song, but I feel like there will be people that like this a lot, and I guess some of the juries might respect it as well. Poland. I will start with the positive. I do like how their stage setting looks. It's bright and vibrant and they fill up the stage. But I still think that Gromi, who is right in the middle and gets a lot of focus, is quite awkward at times. Luka's voice is better, but still not 100% all the time. And my issue with it, since it was released, is that it's one of the most shallow songs of the year. Malta. They seem to have kept their overall feeling of the national final, but made it bigger and more refined. The stage setting with the LED screen looks great, but in the short snippet, Christabel looks quite out of place with her black outfit. I'm sure that it will look better on camera though. I still think that there is too much happening for one song, and I'm afraid that all the effects that they are apparently using can go terribly wrong. They're not perfectly timed and placed, but that's what the rehearsals are for. I think Malta still is no sure qualifier, but its chances are a little higher. Hungary. It's a classic live performance that fits the style of the song. I'm not sure if it's the exact staging that leaked like a week before, but there will be quite a lot of pyrotechnic. So even though I'm still not the biggest fan of the song, I'm sure it will work live, as long as there will be an opportunity to connect with the singer through the camera. I'm not a fan of the styling. It's not a stage outfit, just basically regular everyday clothes and greasy hair, but I guess that's part of their game. And there's still the possibility they change their outfits. So it's not something I would vote for, but I do appreciate it being in the contest, and I respect it for bringing another side to Eurovision. So if they qualify, and I guess they will, I'm happy for them. I just hope the fans in the Golden Circle will catch the stage diving guitarist. Latvia. For me, her way of performing the song in the national final, as well as in the music video, was always quite forced and planned through. She's doing an exact routine with no room for realness. And that makes me lose the connection to her. And as far as I can tell from the snippet and the description of the performance, I've got the feeling that it's going to be the same for me here as well. But I have to admit that the staging fits the song quite well. It's all very well done, she sings perfectly, she looks great, the song is solid. So far, it's just been a little cold and distant for me. So it's a very subjective thing. However, I do think there will be quite a few people that feel the same way. But I think it all comes down to good close-up shots of her. Sweden. It's the exact same staging that we've seen at Melody Festival, as we also suspected, with small exceptions in the dance routine. Apparently he doesn't do the jacket over his shoulder thing, and I don't quite understand why he doesn't do it one time and leave it the other times. There's no need to do the dancing the same in every chorus. I'm sure it will do great with any first-time viewers. But for us fans, it's not going to be a surprise, so maybe he's losing a few votes there. It is a great staging though. If they do the camera shots right, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm very certain that it will qualify, and I hope that all the bad PR that he got in the past few weeks doesn't affect him too much. I haven't seen his controversial reaction video, only small parts of it, and I get why some people get offended by it, because he did come across as not very likable in it. But based on any other interviews, etc., it's clear that he's a nice guy, and I think it's just a typical scenario of humor gone wrong. I guess he wanted to be funny, but it just didn't work. I hope he doesn't get too much backlash from it and people judge his performance as they judge all the others. Montenegro. This is a song that grew on me quite much in the past weeks, but unfortunately I didn't think so far that Vanja has the presence to push this into the final, although I would like to see it there. But there were rumors that he'd bring something special to the stage in Lisbon, so I had my hopes up. also because historically Balkan ballads can surprise us, but I'm very disappointed. It's a very cheesy, dated staging. I don't like his outfit, I don't like the dancers so far as I can tell, so I'm pretty sure they blew their chances. Slovenia. Semi-final 2 is full of performances that will surprise the audience. In general, the staging feels quite similar to the national final, but without the choreography with the frames, which I'm glad about. And Lia is a brilliant performer, and I'm looking forward to this so much. I hope that they will make the stage explode with their performance. Now, apparently they have this moment where they fake a technical error when the music shuts down, but then after a few seconds it starts again and it was all part of the performance. So this can go horribly wrong, like with Spain in 2016, or it can work. Back then with Spain, I remember the press room liking the effect a lot, but in the end it didn't work. And I'm very much afraid that it will be the same here. I would love for Slovenia to go to the final so much, but it can go either way with this. I think they would have been safer without it. Ukraine. So we've got burning stairs and an elevated piano, so the overall setting is quite similar to the national final, but I think the wooden stairs in the Ukraine were more impressive. I started to really enjoy this song during the past weeks. It's so energetic and I don't even mind the language issue anymore. I think coming in last in the semi-final, and based on the quality of his voice and the entertainment aspect of the performance, he shouldn't have a problem to qualify. But it's such an unpredictable year, so everything can happen. So those were all the acts today. Now here's a quick look at the semi-final 2 as a whole and who I think might qualify, although nothing is written in stone so far. And I've said it so many times, it's such an unpredictable year, it's nerve-wracking. Norway. I guess his personality will win over the quality of the song, so I think he'll qualify, even though I wouldn't vote for it. Romania. I already completely forgot about Romania, so they need to fight hard to qualify. For now, it's a no. Serbia. I can't imagine that enough people will appreciate this dated performance, I'm sorry. San Marino. It will be highly entertaining, but I'm afraid it might be for all the wrong reasons, so it's a no for now. Denmark. I guess after the first four acts people will enjoy this Eurovision musical, so I'm almost certain that it goes through. Russia. They have to really clean up their performance and fix those cracks in the mountain, otherwise it will look very cheap. They still got a chance to qualify, but it's not on the level that we're used to from Russia, so I don't think it should. Moldova. After the reactions in the press room yesterday during Moldova's performance, I can't imagine that they don't qualify and rank in the top 10 in the end. Netherlands. That's a tough cookie. There's so much going on that doesn't quite fit together, so I'd say it's a maybe leaning towards a no. Australia. I'm disappointed in this, although I really like the song. If she changes her outfit, she has a chance, but after last year's shocking qualification, in my opinion, she probably makes it through anyway. Georgia. I think they will have their fans, and the staging seems to work well, so it's a maybe leaning towards yes. Poland. I still might be surprised when I see the full performance, but right now, I think if it qualifies, it's only because of the Polish diaspora. Malta. Oof, really hard to tell. It can go either way. Hungary. I'm sure they will qualify. I don't know if they would survive semi-final 1, but in semi-final 2 it is in the top 10 for sure. Latvia. I think in this semi-final that is filled with so many eye-catchers, she will drown. So it's a no. Sweden, definitely yes. I don't know how far it goes in the final yet, but it makes it through the semi-final for sure. Montenegro, as much as I like the song, but the staging doesn't work, so it's a no. Slovenia, based on her competition and going with the positive reaction in the press room to her fake stop of the song, I think it makes it through. And the Ukraine, it will be a great end of the show, I think, and Melovin is a strong performer, so it's a yes from me. So a lot is still open in this semi-final, like in the first one, but what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Now, I'm not sure if I can keep on making my videos of the rehearsals as consistently as the past 4 days, because tomorrow's rehearsal day will be very long, and I'll be going to Warsaw on Friday morning, where I'll be until Monday, when I finally will be joining the party in Lisbon. So I really would love to keep on doing a video every day, but I'm not sure yet whether I can make it or not, while still enjoying my vacation. But I do my best. So thank you so much for watching so far, and I see you soon. Bye!